9 International Education System L1 Practical Specimen Paper 2015 Model Answer. Let's go through this. Alright, task number 1. You are going to edit a document about holidays in the Red Sea area. Using a suitable software package, open the file redsea.rtf from your support files folder. Save the file using the name Red Sea Tourism in your working area. Alright, so I'm going to open the Red Sea RTF file from my supporting files. Okay. Here I have it. I'm going to open it. And then file, save as, and save it with the required name. Red Sea Tourism inside my working folder. Inside my folder, I'm going to save it with the required name, Red Sea Tourism, and I must change the format from RTF format to Word document. Save. Okay. Now, set the page size to A4, so I'm going here from layout, page size to A4. Okay. Take a screenshot evidence about this. So all of you knowing that the screenshots, we're gonna do snipping tool to take this screenshots. So I cannot get this from here. So I need to open the setup page. Okay. To take a screenshot from here, from the paper size. So using the snipping tool, take a new screenshot evidence with the paper size like this, and I'm going to save it inside my document with the name step 4 page size. Step 4 underscore page size. Exactly. Okay, set the page orientation to landscape. Okay, I can change it from here. Also take a screenshot evidence, so I'm going to get a new image from the snapping tool and then select this area with the page orientation. Save it inside my folder with the name step 5 underscore page orientation. Okay. Now set the top and bottom margins to 2.5 centimeters and left and right margins to 1.5. I'm going to double click here over this and set it to 2.5 and then 1.5. Okay, a very important point here for all of you. You need to check that your ruler and your Word document measurement unit is centimeter, so I have to check from File, Options, moving to the Advanced section and then moving to Display part to check that the measurement unit of your document are in centimeters. Okay, do this before doing any of these measurement things, because you're going to lose a lot of marks if you do not use the centimeters. Okay. Place your school name left align in the header and your name right align in the header. So I'm going to insert a header. I'm going to type the school name NES Abur. Left align and my name right align in the header. Then I'm going to remove the section. Alright, now a 4-fold leaflet format is required. Divide the document into 4 equally spaced columns. So I'm going to divide this in 4 columns from more columns. I'm gonna to set the number of columns to 4 with the equal spacing, so I'm gonna to let it to be 1.2. All right, okay, like this. Set the body text, subheading, and title to sans serif font. Sans serif means, yes, exactly, times Arial, sorry, like this. Now, make the title Red Sea Tourism center aligned, bold, and 24 point. So I'm going to select this, but this is the main title over the document. So you need to apply it as a center for the 4 equal columns. So from here, I'm going to let it to be as a 1 column. Then apply the format, center, and then bold. It's already bolded, and 24 measured. Set the body text to 1.5 line spacing. So I'm going to set the body text to 1.5 line spacing. Selecting the whole document. Line spacing 1.5. Make the body text fully justify and set to 10 point. Here, justify and set to 10 point. Okay, remove the bold settings from the body text. I'm going to remove it like this. Okay, perfect. Don't forget to press all the time Ctrl S to save your work. Make the tourist resorts heading El-Haggan, left align, bold, and 18. So here, El-Haggan, left align, bold, and set to 18. Make the tourist resorts heading El-Haggan. I'm going to search for the word El-Haggan. Yes, it is here. And set it to left align, bold, 18 also. So I'm going to select it, left align, 18, bold. Make the subheadings, things to do, left align, bold, italic, and set it to 14 points. Things to do, okay. I'm going to select it, align to left, bold, italic, and 14 points. Make all the subheadings left align, bold, italic, and set it to 14. So I'm going to use the formatting painter tool to apply this to all the headings in my document. Okay, here's number 1, the city. Holidays. Weather. I'm searching for all of the subheadings in the document. Okay, now cable park, the course, the aim. Here also 1. And the last one here. Okay. Now make an additional 14-point line spacing above each subheading. So I'm going to set here and press enter. This line spacing will equal to 14 points. Here also. Before any of the subheadings, you're going to add a line space using the enter key. Ctrl S, A subheading not connected to a section is called an orphan. Make sure there are no orphans subheadings here. We know that the orphan means the first line of the paragraph will be at the end of the column or at the end of the page. So I'm going to see, yes, I have one here. This is an orphan. Okay, what about the others? Keppel Park, an orphan. Okay, Control S. Move the whole subheadings section, the city, and place it before the heading section, things to do. I'm going to select the city section with all of its data and remove it before things to do here. Okay. Now import the graphics image map.jpg from your support files and place this image at the end of the section weather. Okay, where is the weather section? I'm going to add the map here, insert from my support files. Okay, like this. Ensure that the image fills the column width without distortion. Okay, it's already fit with the starting and the ending of the column. Move the heading El-Haggan to the start of a new column. So I'm going to remove El-Haggan to a start of a new column. Like this. Perfect. Import the graphic image champion.jpg and place it within the text of the section, the aim. So I'm going to look for the aim section. And then I'm going to add the image within the text. So I'm going to add it here. Insert picture from file. Ensure that the image fills the column width without distortion. Okay. Perfectly. Now find the word cool and replace it with the word cold air. So I'm going to use the shortcut key Control H to find and replace. Find the word cool and change it to cold air. Replace all. Two replaced words. Okay. Thank you very much. Control S. Change the last subheading to opening times. Okay, here I'm going to change it to opening times. Make sure you save your complete work in the test work folder. Alright, so I'm going to save it inside my folder. That's all about task number 1 using the Word document. And now you're going to create and edit presentation for Sunshine Travel. On the master slide, set up a new presentation consisting of 6 slides. So I'm going to open the PowerPoint program and add 6 slides. Okay, on the master slide, so I'm going to view the slide master preview. Point to be noted that 90% of working a master slide, you must work with the slide number 1. The slide must have a light blue background, so right click and then choose format background. I'm going to choose a light blue color. Okay, this is the lighter one. I'm going to set the transparency of this to 30%. Okay, then your name and candidate number must appear on all the slides in a black font placed on the bottom left corner, so you know that the footer we're gonna do not use these boxes. So I'm going to insert a text box and add it here. Type my name and my number with a black font at the lower left corner, and then your school name must appear on all the slides in a black font placed in the bottom right corner. So I'm going to insert another text box and then type NES Abur and add it here in front of my name like this. Place the logo in the top left corner of the master slide. So I'm going to insert a picture and bring my logo here from the support files. Here we go. I'm going to resize it. There's no overlapping. And then hyperlink the logo so when it's selected on any slide, the presentation will return to the title slide. So I'm going to press Ctrl K. I need to add a hyperlink placed in this document with slide number 1, which is the title slide, and then press OK. Alright, now take a screenshot showing the master slide settings. So I'm going to, using the snap-in tool, to have a screenshot of this. So I'm going to use the snapping tool to have a screenshot of all of this and save it inside my working folder like this. Show the transparency, the colors, and the setting of my page and save it inside my working folder. With the name step 32 underscore slide master. Okay, back to our presentation. Now on the master slide, set the following styles to the text. So the title, okay, here's the title. Okay, I'm going to set a little properties for the title. Sans serif means Arial. Okay. Black center align already. Okay, bold, and set the font to 88 like this. Okay, now with the subtitle, serif font means Times New Roman, dark blue, left align, bold, italic, and set the font size to 46. Now the heading, here's the heading for all the slides. I'm going to set to serif font means Times New Roman, dark blue also, center align, bold and underline, and set the font to 54. Okay, about the bullet points, I'm working on the first level of the bullets, so it's a serif. So sans serif font, sans serif means Arial, black, left align, okay, it's already black, left align, bold and italic, and set the font to 40. Now I'm going to take another screenshot to showing these. Now using the snapping tool, I'm going to get a new one and then take a screenshot contains all of this and save it inside my document with number 33, step 33, master slide format. Alright, back to our presentation. On the first slide, so I'm going to out of this view to the normal view. On the first slide, I'm going to take the text, copy and paste for saving time. Okay, enter the title, Sunshine Travel. So I'm going to take it, copy and paste here. And then the word as a subtitle here. Now this must be on a single line, so I'm going to resize my text box like this. take a screenshot evidence showing this. Okay, now I go my snapping tool and take a screenshot evidence for this slide. Save it inside my working folder with the name Step 35 Slide 1. Okay, now on the second slide, enter the heading Hurghada. And then put the elements as a squared bullet list. So I'm going to take a copy here, list here, the city, things to do, holidays, Hurghada, and weather. I'm going to select this and set it to a squared 1. Set each of the polling to appear one at a time when clicking in a sequence using the same animation. Okay, so I'm going to select this, and from the animation tab I'm going to choose appearance. So we're now going to preview this. Each will present on a time when I'm going to click in a sequence with the same animation, like this exactly. Okay, so I'm going to take a screenshot evidence showing that these are going to present in a sequence through this 1, 2, 3 viewing the animation tab. So I'm going to use my snapping tool and take a screenshot evidence showing this and save it inside my folder with the name Step 37 Animation. Slide 2 Animation. Okay, now on the third slide, the city. As a heading. Then I'm going to copy the text from the city.rtf file as a body. So I'm going to open it from my support files, or the city. Control A, Control C, and paste it here without the bullet. Is a body without showing the bullets, like this. Okay, remove any bullet points and set the text size to 32. I'm going to use it as 32. I'm going to resize my text box a little bit. Okay, on the fourth slide I'm going to type the word weather. I can take it, copy and paste, and then place the weather document inside it. As a body. Okay, you're going to split this information into 2 bullet point sections. So I'm going to split this as an average to be the second bullet, like this. All right. Now on the fifth slide, I'm going to copy the word El-Haggan and then enter this text. As a square bullet point. Okay, now on the sixth slide, I'm going to open the RTF file to set it as the body from my support files. Okay, and remove any bullet point for justify and set it to 22. Remove any bullet points, fully justify from here, justify the text and set this to 22. Okay, now insert the image cable park.jpg to the right of the text and adjust the image so that the top and bottom align with the top and bottom of the body text. So I'm going to resize this box like this to insert my image to the right side from insert picture. Okay, this is the cable park image. I'm going to resize it to start and end with the text. All right, like this. Now, for the whole presentation, there are no overlapping texts and images, so I'm going to check the whole presentation. There is no overlap. Okay, nothing here. No overlapping. Okay, this one. Okay, finally, I'm going to save it inside my working area with my presentation. Now, moving to the next task, you are now going to edit a data file about the number of tourists that visit Hurghada over a 4-year period. Use the document called tourism to present the screenshots evidence. Okay, now open the tourist.csv. So this is an Excel task. I'm going to open it using the CSV file. So I'm going to my support files, looking for this file. Now input the word Sweden in A4 and also the value 7,500 in E6. Okay, like this. I'm going to rearrange or fitting the contents of the columns inside my Excel working sheet. In cell F2, yes, here. Okay, you're going to calculate a formula to total number of visitors from Spain from the time 2011 to 2014. So I need here to use a formula, only a number. So you're going to check here from the formula bar. This is just a number. I need two working formulas. So I'm going to delete this and using the summation function to calculate this like this. It's the same number, by the way, right? But there are a big difference between this value and using the sum formula. Okay, now I need to replicate this. Okay, I'm going to replicate this all over the column. And then a very important step, I need to resave my document, but I need to save it with the Excel workbook, not CSV. If I'm going to leave it as a CSV file, I'm going to lose all of my work. So I'm going to press File, Save As inside my working area. I'm going to save it with the name My Tourists File, and I'm going to change the Save As type with Excel workbook. This is the most important step with Excel. Save. Alright, now I need to go to cell G2 and I need to calculate the average, not only a number, but I need to use a formula. So I'm going to delete this and here average. Be careful, the total is not in the selection, so I'm going to select the correct range and then press enter. I need to replicate this, so I'm going to replicate it like this. Now rearrange the data in cells A1 to G10, so I'm going to select all of this and I need to display it as a country of region in A to Z order. So I need to rearrange the name of the cells here, so I need to sort. So I'm going to custom sort, choosing the sort by country of region, and the cell value gonna to represent from A to Z, and press OK. Okay, I already changed the order and press Ctrl S. Now in cell B11 here, use a formula to correctly calculate the total number of visitors in 2011. So I'm going to use the sum function, but the number of the year 2011 is not in the range. So I'm going to correct the selection of the range and then press enter. You will find that here is a comment with this green button reminding you that there is a number you didn't use. Okay, but this is not an error. I know that the number 2011 I didn't use, but this is not an error. I know that I didn't want to use it, so I'm going to ignore this. Okay, repeat this function for the row. All right, I'm going to repeat it like this. Okay, a very important point. Is it an error in my function? No. All you need to resize the column to preview the number like this. So I'm going to resize and fitting the columns with the contents like this, and I'm going to remove this because this is not an error. I know that I didn't count the year number. If you will see that is a total column and then the average column, there is no comment like this one. Control S. Okay. Take a screenshot showing the data in all the cells. So I'm going to open my snipping tool, get a new one. I'm going to have a screenshot for this and save it inside my folder under the name step 46. Step 46, table values. Alright, now take another screenshot showing the formula in all of your cells. So from the formulas, I'm going to show formulas. Okay, the contents of all the cells is clearly visible, so I'm going to get a new screenshot and take it like this. And also save it inside my document with the step 46 table formula. Okay, now back to the values and fit the contents to continue. Now create a column chart of a country of region and average per year. So I need to use the country of region and the average per year non-adjacent cell. So I'm going to press the control key, and you need to create a column chart to view the average number of visitors from each country to El-Haggan. So I'm going to insert a column chart exactly like this. Okay, place the column chart in a new worksheet. So I'm going to press Ctrl X and then place it in a new worksheet here. I'm going to resize it a little bit. Bring it to the center. Alright, now add a title, average number of visitors. Okay, double click here, average number of visitors per year. Remove the legend, I don't have it. Okay, add a data label above each column to show the name of each country and the value. So I'm going to press this green value, going to the data label, show more options. I need to preview the value and the name like this. Exactly. Okay, now okay, name the sheet tab which contain the data with visitors per year. Here I'm going to name it with visitors per year, and the contains chart with the name chart. Okay, put a screenshot into your working folder and clear visible the data of this. So I'm going to press new, take a screenshot evidence of my column chart, save it inside my document with the name step 47 column chart. Alright, now on the visitors per year worksheet, again, I'm going to rearrange the data in cells A1 to G10. So I'm going to select the range from A1 to G10 like this, so the display by average per year from largest to smallest. So I'm going to sort the data by average per year from the largest to the smallest one, and then press OK like this. All right, take a screenshot showing the data in all the cells and put it inside your working folder. So I'm going to get a new, take a screenshot evidence of this and save it inside my document under the name step 48 sorting. Now change the column chart to a pie chart. So I'm going to select this chart and change it to a pie chart like this. Remove the legend, I don't have it. Make each of the sector different shade and different color. By the way, it happened. Okay, now add data labels to show the name of the country, the value of the number of visitors, and the percent. So I'm going to press here from data labels, choose more options, present the name, the value, and also the percent of each. Take a screenshot evidence showing the pie chart. Okay, I'm going to resize it a little bit to everything clearly visible, and then take a screenshot evidence using my snapping tool. All right, save it under the name step 49 pie chart. Okay, use conditional formatting. So I'm going to back here on the data in the column of 2012. I'm going to select this range. Okay, the value less than or equal 5,000 are displayed with a white value and black background. So from Home tab, I'm going to the conditional format, new rule. The cells that contains the value less than or equal to 5,000 formatted with a white text and black background. Format with a white text and fill with the black background. Okay, need to take a screenshot evidence showing this. So I'm going to take a screenshot evidence and going to save it under the name step 50 formatting rule. Okay, now press OK. Here we go, that the changed value less than or equal 5,000 1000, change its format. Control S. Now with the last step, use a validation rule to only allow values between 0 and 50,000 to be input in the cells which represent the number of visitors per year, 2011, 12, 13, and 14. Okay, so I'm going to select this range. And from data tab, I'm going to use the validation rule about working on the whole number between 0 to 50,000. Okay, nothing happened. No. If you're gonna to change this value out of this range, for example, like this, you will find a pop-up message saying that your change is not cooperate with the validation rule that you add. Okay, I'm going to cancel this changes. Control S, take a screenshot evidence showing this validation rule. Okay. I'm going to take a screenshot evidence about this, showing the data validation, and save it inside my working area under the name step 51 data validation. Okay, Control S, that's all. Finally, you are going to create web pages about tourism in Egypt. The web pages need to be created and saved using a proper file structure in a folder named website. So I'm going to my working area and create a new folder, name it website, like this. Okay, to save my working file, use the document name tools to present your screenshots. I'm going to use the snipping tool instead of using this. Use Excel tool software package style as a notepad. We are going to use what you see is what you get, the program expression web. The 3 web pages require the same layout and style for each page, which should be put into place using an external cascading style sheet CSS file. So I'm going to open the expression web program. Then you need to open a CSS file to work on. I'm going to get a new file related to the CSS. Okay, and now a page width of 1000 pixels. So from format, new style, I'm going to use the selector body. And then the page width, it's related to the position, width equal 1000 pixels, bx, all right, and the background color should be white. So from the background here, I'm going to choose the background color with white. Press OK. Repeat the same action. Okay, for H1, format, new style, H1, without the dot, by the way. Okay, its color will be hash, and then 460000000. As we presented before, that each number is going to represent in 6 digits, 2 digits for the red color, 2 digits for the green, and 2 digits for the blue, red, green, blue colors. All right, font family Arial sans serif. All right, I'm going to write Arial sans serif, removing Helvetica, like this. And then the font size 24 points, not pixels. Be careful with the measurement unit, and align to the center. Okay, now format, new style for H2. It's not a case sensitive, so I'm going to type it with a capital or small, doesn't matter. The color will be hash FF1234. Alright, font family Arial sans serif without Helvetica. Tamam. Font size 18 points. And finally, align to the center. Alright, format, new style, H3, color #00FF00, font family Arial sans serif, points, and text align to left. Okay, finally with the P, color Arial, points, and text align to left. Okay, now here's my CSS file. Take a screenshot evidence to show the code. Okay, I'm going to use the snipping tool, get a new screenshot, take this screenshot and save it inside my working area under the name tab 52 CSS file. And then I'm going to save my document inside my website folder with the name mycss.css. Okay, the first page, home page, requirements are as follows. So this page, I'm going to save it inside my folder under the name homepage.html. A title, tourism in Egypt, I'm going to take a copy and paste. But be careful, if I'm going to take a copy and paste, I need to paste it inside a program like the Notepad to remove any of the formats applied for this text before attach the CSS file to the page. Okay, tourism in Egypt, and now visit the Red Sea resorts. All right. Including the text from the file weather, all right, from my support files. Weather. And take all this text, copy and paste it inside the Notepad to remove any of the formats. Okay. Paste it inside my document. Now, link to other pages. By the way, I'm going to mention this point and remark it because I cannot link this to other pages because I didn't create the other pages. So I'm going to back this point later on. Apply the CSS. So you need to attach your CSS file to your page from attach style sheet. Here I'm going to browse to add the CSS document. Okay, then I'm going to apply this with H1. And here is with H2, and finally the text with P. It's already a paragraph. All right, save this page. Take a screenshot of the completed web page in your browser. So I need to preview this in my browser. From preview in browser. Right now I did my page, but I need to change untitled one because it's not a professional thing to leave it as untitled one. If it doesn't mention in your exam, you need to change this by right click, choose page properties, and here write the name of the page, home page, like this. Save the changes and then refresh your page. Alright, like this. Now the second page, so I'm going to get a new HTML page. And save it with the name El-Haggan inside my folder. .html. Add the title, so I'm going to take a copy and paste. Then in the text from the file Hurghada RTF, paste it inside the notepad to remove any of the format, and then paste it inside your document. Include the image map. Okay, from insert picture from file. Okay, here is the map. Link to other pages. Right, and wait about this. Apply the CSS. I'm going to attach it to the CSS from my website folder. And then applying Hurghada with H1 and Hurghada Resorts with H3. Okay, this is P, and applying this, save the page. Okay, take a screenshot of the complete page in your browser. So I'm going to preview this in my browser. It's untitled. I'm going to change this to Hurghada. Right click, page properties, save and refresh. Okay, now with the third page, I'm going to get a new HTML page and save it inside my document with elgona.html. Okay, and the title El-Haggan, alright, like this. But I'm going to paste it inside a notepad page to remove any of the format before add it here. It's a very important step, by the way. Then the rest of the contents you must add it inside a table. So from table, insert table, 2 rows and 2 columns. Be careful that this contains 2 rows and 2 columns with the merged cells here. Alright, 2 columns and 2 rows. I'm going to select these cells, right click, modify, merge. Alright, I'm going to select the whole table and right click table properties to change the table properties. Okay, set the table to the center of the window, so alignment center. Then the width to 700 pixels and cell padding, cell spacing to 3. Okay, exactly like this. Here I'm going to insert the champion.jpg image. So from insert picture from file, from my support files, I'm going to add this. Okay, double click to change the width of the page. I need to remove the keep aspect ratio because you need to change the width to 250 and the height to 250. Okay, now you need to add the heading El-Haggan Cable Park to B. El-Haggan, okay. Here we go. And then place the text C inside the cell. This from the weather file. Okay, I'm gonna choose, select this and paste it inside the notepad. Control S, don't forget. Now I need to attach the CSS file to this page. So from my folder, I'm going to attach the CSS document. Okay, now I need to change El-Haggan to H1. And then El-Haggan Cable Park, sorry, to H3, and the rest to a paragraph, H3, and here's P. Alright, Control S. Create this page, save the page and print the code. Okay, take a screenshot evidence for the complete inside your browser. Okay, I'm going to save this page. Now I need to back to link to other pages. So from here I need to link to other pages. So I'm going to link the home page to El-Haggan page and El-Haggan. Okay, and then El-Haggan. If you don't to add a hyperlink, so Control K to El-Haggan page, take a screenshot evidence about how to apply this hyperlink. So I'm going to use the snapping tool, take a screenshot evidence about this and save it inside the name step 56 hyperlink. Okay, and now with El-Haggan, Control K, Control S. Now with El-Haggan, you need to go to El-Haggan page, sorry, and home page. Select Control K, and El-Haggan. Now with El-Haggan, you need to go to the home page and El-Haggan. So from here, home page. Wow. And El-Haggan, Control K, the home page, Control K to El-Haggan. Alright, after completing the 3 pages, I need to take a screenshot evidence from the web page inside the previewed inside the browser and save it inside my document. So I need to preview this in my browser like this and take a screenshot evidence using the snapping tool. The first page at the home page, I'm going to save it under the number step 53, home page. And then the second page, El-Haggan, under the name step 54. El-Haggan page. Finally, with the last page, El-Haggan. I didn't change the untitled one here, so I need to change it to El-Haggan. Right click page properties to be all the content in the same format. Save it. Refresh. Screen evidence. Inside my document, under the step 55, El-Haggan. Now take a screenshot of the HTML code from one of your web pages and place it into your document. Okay, I'm going to choose the smallest page, this one. Preview the code. Here the code that I have. I'm going to use the snapping tool to take a screenshot evidence of the code of the El-Haggan page and save it inside my document under the number of 56 HTML code. Save and print your documents. You don't need to print. It's enough using the snapping tools. That all. Finally, we complete the specimen 2015 L1. Thank you very much.